Raptors, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Our featured matchup tonight.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Tucker and Capella are up front. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And for Toronto, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
The Toronto Raptors knew Kawhi Leonard might leave, but plan B is to build around their young players. They've got some good ones, in my opinion.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Now here's VanVleet. Outside Lowry. And it's off from three-point range. You know, the Raptors have done a great job of finding quality players, Steve, late in the draft and developing them into contributors.
Yes, Kevin, and one of those guys is Fred VanVleet. He went undrafted. A long rebuild was never in the cards for Toronto. They're competing as those young guys develop.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Westbrook, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Gordon against Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Good on the three-point shot.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
The shot by Powell, no good. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gordon goes in, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Back to Lowry. And here is VanVleet. Shot clock at 5. Yes, that goes in.
What I love about Marcus Gasol, no matter where he gets the ball, he knows how to score it.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Capella.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Siakam. And Capella sends it back. Westbrook against Powell. So they take the lead.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at
you. Westbrook against Lowry. Rebounded by Capella.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Siakam hits them both.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
And the dunk by Capella.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Harden. Banked in off the glass. Well, Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
When he gets a few of those early, look out. It gets his blood pumping, and suddenly there's nobody who can hold him.
Harden outside. Not going to go that time.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Here's Siakam. Gasol trying to free himself up. Siakam misses.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Harden surveying the D for the three. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Rockets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Siakam kicks to Powell. With some arc. That shot off. And Houston the other way now. Gordon for three. Here's Capella, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Capella's got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one, good. Rockets leading by 4. On the wing, Harden, covered by Van Vliet. Harden draws the double. Outside Gordon. To the paint. A nice shot by Tucker.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Gasol trying to free himself up. Got a piece of it. Westbrook against Lowry. It's Westbrook.
Yes. And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Siakam. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Fred Van Vliet. And Tucker has it in the corner. Rejected by Gasol.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Westbrook against Lowry. Outside for Gasol. And Toronto turns it over again.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. The Rockets also changing it up. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's got 6.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's McCaw. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Houston leading by 8. Harden right side. And the dunk by Capella. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership, also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Passes it to Anunoby. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby, and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
NBA ready physically from day one. Still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. That one misses.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Inside, Capella.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
On the free throw, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Capella against Ibaka. Here's McCaw. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
Here's Harden on the wing. He has 6. Here's Anunoby. There's the pass to McCaw. And Harden comes to help. Back to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Lowry inside the line. Again, Toronto. Here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The dish to Green. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And Harden comes to help. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Shots good by Ibaka.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Harden kicks to Rivers. Now here is Harden. He's guarded closely, and Green gets it to go.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the first. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lowry. Over Rivers. Lowry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Rivers dishes to Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
No good on the free throw.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
And he sinks the second. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with a streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
No good from McCaw.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Pass to Capella. It's good for the seventh time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside Lowry. Sinks the three-pointer. Lowry's got 10 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Rivers against Lowry. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Pass to McCaw. Over Harden. Clint Capella has been leading the charge for Houston. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set and how it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those two guys, one of the best in the game right now, and helping those two here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot, energy, and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Rivers. He's out there with Harden. Gerald Green out there with Clint Capella. And it's House in at the 4. Rivers finds Harden. Capella trying to free himself up. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 9.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Westbrook comes in for James Harden.
P.J. Tucker. Russell Westbrook.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Toronto turns it over again. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." And Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. They grabbed their own miss. House the pass to Tucker. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
That's a well-designed play and great execution. Lowry's one of your better scorers. Get him a shot within the flow of the offense.
The pass to Rivers. The kick out to Westbrook. Top of the key. And it's Westbrook again missing. Raptors trail by 17. Here's McCaw. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCaw's got 7 points.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Pass to Rivers. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Pass to Anunoby. To shoot, passes it to Ibaka. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And here's Green, he'll bring it up for Houston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And he banks in the layup. Rockets leading by 12. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Westbrook. Tries from 16. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Westbrook against Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Stolen by Westbrook. And here comes House, leading the fast break. It's Rivers on the wing. To the left wing to end the cold streak. And the shot is long.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCaw, guarded by Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Anunoby.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. Proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Pascal Siakam comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Raptors trail by 12. They double him with Rivers. There's the steal. In the corner, it's Gordon. Powell with the steal. Buries it down low. Powell's got his second bucket. Houston leading by 10. Outside Westbrook. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to McCaw to the inside. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
This is the modern day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
And Westbrook, here we go. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Powell against Gordon. Powell down low. The Rockets pull it in.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Westbrook with the steal, and the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 12.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Now, here's Siakam, guarded by Tucker. Right side Gasol. Powell, no one around him. And again, no good by Toronto.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Westbrook double team. And some nice passing there by Houston. Rivers can't get it to go.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Here's McCaw. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. He's got 9.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Gordon against Powell. Now Gordon. He's got 7 from 13. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Powell kicks to VanVleet. Five on the clock. Tipped away. Gasol finds VanVleet. But they'll get another chance. Count the basket. And that's now 6 points for Marc Gasol.
Great anticipation by Marc Gasol. Really known for defensive rebounding, but he did it that time on the offensive glass.
Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Houston leading by 8. Double team on Westbrook. To the middle. He's looking for Tucker and finds him.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Outside Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
First one falls for him. Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon, the last few seasons, has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella comes in for Danuel House, and it's Harden in for Rivers. Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
No, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals. And also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off with making a layup versus making a three. So I don't think that Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players.
Back to Gasol. It's Powell on the wing, defended by Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell, the pass to Van Fleet. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
Harden outside. That 3 off the mark. Here's McCall, guarded by Harden. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a two guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.152 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Pass to McCaw, and here is Powell. Here's McCaw. And Harden comes to help. 5 on the clock. Here's Van Vliet. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Westbrook. Off the left rim and out.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there. His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Strange saga last season for Patrick McCaw. Restricted free agent with the Warriors. He sat out, Smitty, for months.
He did, Kevin. Eventually signed a non-guaranteed deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he was waived within days, prompting a league investigation. A promising young player. The Dubs didn't want to lose him and eventually signed with the Toronto Raptors, and he won another chip.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter. Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Siakam outside. Passes it to Van Vliet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness screen his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Patrick McCall. Good on the second free throw. 41 seconds left here in the second. Westbrook with it. He's got 12. The pass to Tucker. And the rejection by Ibaka. Pass to Powell. Now Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Now here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he hits the jump shot. Westbrook's got 10 points in the quarter.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. Clint Capella putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's definitely heated up over the last few. And that's going to do.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the small forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Lowry against Gordon. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And the dunk by Capella.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distraction.
Good. Lowry's got 14 points.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Siakam. Down low. Outside for Lowry. 3 on the clock. Lowry drawing the double team. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Harden outside. They get it again. Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Marc Gasol.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Rockets have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol. Even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Lowry against Westbrook. Inside. Here's Gordon. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
Now, that one from Van Vliet.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Westbrook against Lowry. Harden draws the double. Now, here's Capella. 21 points in the game, 5 to shoot, and Gordon gets it to go in on the assist from Capella. 16 points for Eric Gordon.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Lowry from outside. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The drive by Gordon. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
He's checked in for the Raptors. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Lowry dishes to Gasol, and the shot goes down. Gasol's got 8.
Gasol handles himself despite contact, just using his gigantic size to his advantage.
Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
This is what I like about Lowry. Not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
To the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. That's good from Tucker. Raptors trailed by 18. And here's Lowry. 14 points for him. Here's Anunoby. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Gordon. Good, nice job down low. Gordon's got 20 points.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Westbrook against Lowry. The pass to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. This one for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 5 points in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Westbrook drives in, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Way to attack there and then create the contact. Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
That one is off. And the Rockets making a change here. House is checked in. No luck that time either. Raptors trail by 17. Back to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. With the teardrop. Rockets with the rebound. Outside Gordon. Here's Capella. Gordon trying to break loose. And it's Capella missing. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Siakam. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Rivers. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Houston leading by 17. The drive by Gordon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. Patrick McCaw comes in for Fred VanVleet.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Raptors trail by 20. Siakam looking around. To the inside. There's McCaw. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Rockets leading by 18 to the middle. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist from Westbrook. Gordon's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The drive by Siakam.
What I love now, Siakam can put the ball on the floor. He wasn't asked to do a lot of that in college, but he never stops improving.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
Siakam hits them both. Rockets leading by 18. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Siakam outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And I'll tell you, Siakam is like a spider in terms of his balance, his reach. He can overwhelm you.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Siakam. And so it's Houston with it. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Raptors trail by 19. Lowry finds Hollis-Jefferson. Passes it to Siakam. It's rebounded by Houston.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And the dunk by Capella.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Lowry against Westbrook, and it's Lowry penetrating. Ibaka outside. Now the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Siakam outside. Just 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Siakam's got 7 now in this quarter.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Lowry against Westbrook, and it's good for 2. Westbrook's got 16.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Lowry against Westbrook. The drive by Lowry. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The Rockets have missed out on some chances at the line today. 0-6 of 11.
One shot.
Here's McCall. He's got 13. So the wing on the left, Ibaka, wide open, he fires. And another basket for Toronto.
Exactly what you want from that play. Get it to Serge where he can simply rise and fire.
Capella, that's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Capella's got 11 points here in just the second half. Westbrook against Lowry. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Pulls up. High post. They get the rebound. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. The Rockets have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12. And the Raptors making a change here. Powell's checked in. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Austin Rivers.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Powell with it. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Gordon with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 23. To the paint. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Westbrook, finished off the break. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Stolen by Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Powell. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Westbrook against Lowry. Poke loose. A solo fast break by himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Six to shoot. From deep. That one, no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Houston, McLemore is out there with Frazier. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's Hartenstein in at center. Johnson down low, working on Green.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. That athletic.
Way up there.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
McLemore, no good. Toronto shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Payne. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Payne's got his first 2 points.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Frazier kicks to Green. And it's Houston with another. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Payne looking around. Pass to Ibaka. Miller outside. Takes a three. No good on the shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knocks it loose. Passes it to Hartenstein. And a missed layup.
Just a lack of concentration. This is why they don't get him the ball there.
Here's Payne. Johnson outside. And it's Miller in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Frazier with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Now here's Frazier. He's guarded closely. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston, Ben McLemore. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Marc Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka. He hits the second from the line. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now Payne. On the wing, Miller. Johnson outside. Here's the floater.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
McLemore with the ball. And there's the pass to Hartenstein. Just 5 to shoot. Green, no luck. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. It's blocked. Now here's Green. Pass to Hartenstein. Out to the right wing. Here's McLemore. Rejected by Gasol. They recover it.
That's his first personal foul. At the line of the Rockets, Derek Clark. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. That one is no good. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
McLemore with the ball. He's against Miller. And McLemore kicks to Green. And the three off target. The Raptors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Payne finds Gasol. Back to Payne. It's stolen by McLemore. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Frazier scanning the floor. Pass to Green. Puts up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Frazier outside. Dishes it to Chandler. Count that one.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Shooting one. One shot.
And that one misses.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
And it's Miller penetrating. Kicks it to Payne. 5 on the clock. Releases from 15, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Payne's got 6 points in the quarter.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Gasol against Chandler. There's Green with the 3, and another 3 for Houston.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. Well, it's been difficult for Stanley Johnson to live up to his draft spot of number 8 overall back in 2015.
You see the talent, Kevin. The fans are still waiting for Johnson to turn the corner with his offense. He's still working to pass the 40% mark from the field in his career.
And he makes both free throws.
The 8th overall pick in 2015, Stanley Johnson was taken ahead of some great prospects, but holds tremendous potential himself.
The pass to Frazier. They kick it out to Green. No one near him. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Payne. Frazier covering, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Houston.
Payne taking 2 shots.
Two.
That's good from Payne. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Frazier. And here's McLemore. Down low. Gasol with the steal. Miller outside. Pass to Boucher. 5 to shoot. Gasol trying to free himself up. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Payne's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Frazier outside. Lets a floater go. He can't hit that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Payne. And it's blocked. Frazier outside. The Rockets with another miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets.
Stanley Johnson at the line for 2.
Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Frazier the pass to Green. Chandler outside. Now here's McLemore, covered by Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Chandler. That one goes in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by McLemore. Frazier kicks to McLemore. Rebound by the Raptors.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Frazier left side. He feeds it to Chandler. He kicks it to McLemore. Shoots the three. And another three for Houston.
Not bad defense, but you give him an inch and he'll bury you.
Now here's Payne. Frazier covering. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. McLemore, the pass to Frazier. Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. On defense, Toronto. Shots good by McLemore. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Miller finds Ibaka. Back to Miller. Raptors moving the ball around. Johnson in the corner. Lock at 6. The three. Here's Boucher. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Personal foul, team sport.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Clark. Frazier outside. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Miller, no luck. And here are the Rockets now. Green deciding where to go with it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And thinking back to when Gerald Green first came into the league, oozing with athleticism, but really not much else. Now he's a completely different and better player than when he first arrived.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Green. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Payne. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.